You think those folks happen to have the Spurs back in San Antonio? Spurs, a winner over the Detroit Pistons. They bust out the brooms on the Eastern Conference leaders, 121-106 as we welcome you courtside into the Frost Bank Center. Nate Ryan here standing by. This was a wire-to-wire domination for the Spurs. Detroit never led in this game. The Spurs came out and made their first two shots, did not look back, closing things out down the stretch. Sean Elliott talked about how this crowd needed to be a factor. They certainly rose to the occasion. The Spurs 8-2 against the teams with the 5 teams with the best records in the NBA. Tonight's win inches the Spurs a little closer to OKC, now sitting 3 even back, with those teams sitting there behind them. The Rockets coming here to the Frost Bank Center on Sunday night. The Los Angeles Clippers, you see, sitting at 9. They'll be here tomorrow night. Nuggets and Lakers currently in progress. Denver's going to be here next Thursday night. The start of a 6-game homestand for San Antonio. A good one. Sean Elliott, Jacob Toby. Sean, you talked about the key to the game, the fans needing to get involved. I think they understood the assignment tonight.
Yeah, and our guys got the fans involved, and that's what was important. They came out with a physical presence. They made themselves known and heard early on, jumping out to that lead early, making big plays, got the fans excited, and the fans were buzzing the entire game. And then come the fourth quarter, they really did a great job just booing our guys with their energy. And you saw a lot of plays where our guys were getting back on defense, blocking shots, Keldon's diving over the scorer's table. A lot of that is a byproduct of playing at home, feeling the energy from the home crowd, and our guys just playing with a lot of hype, a lot of energy.
Detroit basketball, there was none of that tonight.
No,
the Spurs really had a wire-to-wire win, their second straight wire-to-wire win, first time that's happened since February of 2022, and we could tell early on Victor came out, hit that big deep three on the right wing to start us off, and then De'Aaron came out with the speed. He was faster than anybody tonight. Those two guys really set the tone.
Yeah, well, one had 24, Victor had 24 in the first half. De'Aaron Fox had 22, and Victor didn't matter the physical presence. He was able to meet the challenge. De'Aaron Fox was shifty and clever. When Victor starts making 3 balls, dragging those bigs away from the basket, you know he's poised for a big night. De'Aaron Fox did everything. Shifty, clever in the open court. Oh, that was a masterpiece there. You can hear the crowd there, and they're definitely in it. How about De'Aaron Fox getting tricky, pushing the ball through 2 defenders for that layup at the rim. Just a magnificent effort. I mean, you're talking about the best team record-wise in the Eastern Conference, and maybe the best team that I've seen this year from the East. Cleveland beat us both times. I didn't like the way we played in Cleveland, but they beat us here as well, so throw them in that mix as well. But they made some changes. This Detroit Pistons ball club, they're legitimate. They could easily come out of the Eastern Conference if they play well, and our guys handled them twice.
You mentioned Keldon diving into the front row for a ball. Carter Bryant getting on the floor. Those are the little things that separate teams potentially going on and doing well in the playoffs and winning championships.
No,
those are like championship moments, I would think, right?
It's all the little things, just like that. Jumping over the scorer's table. Here's Keldon. Look at Jordan Hauenstein. Jordan's getting out of the way. You're supposed to catch him, Jordan.
Nope. That's Tracy on the right trying to catch him as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's just out there wrecking dishes and knocking over drinks. I mean, but look, everybody thrives off of that. Then the bench goes crazy. The fans love to see that type of action. And you better believe it. Tomorrow night we come back here, the fans are going to be just as rowdy.
8:30, late game against you-know-who in the Clippers, but they have some new pieces. Darius Garland comes over from Cleveland in the James Harden trade. Ben Mathurin comes over from Indiana. They trade away Zubats. They get Ben Mathurin. New-look Clippers squad who was gaining steam before the trade deadline, and they decided to kind of redo some stuff.
Yeah, so they're playing good basketball right now. Of course, they lost Norman Powell, who goes over to Miami as well. But to me, one of the keys to their team for a while was Zubats. They don't have him anymore. He's been a terror for us. We've had a tough time keeping him off the glass. He's tough time keeping him out of the paint and scoring. They don't have that type of presence anymore. So let's see what happens. But got to give the Clippers a lot of credit. They start off miserably, and they've worked themselves all the way back. So tomorrow night is not going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be hard.
Absolutely. So you get the Spurs win, your hot dog was great at the third
Got
quarter.
an elote dog, a hot dog with corn on it.
You're taking us golfing tomorrow for my birthday round because my birthday's on Monday. Are you and I going to beat my two best buddies from sitting behind us?
We're setting them up right now. A couple bucks a hole, right? Birdies are double. I'm going to eat well this weekend, I promise you.
That's what I love to hear. Nate, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, you guys enjoy the links. I might hit the library tomorrow and just get a bust of mental sweat out. You know, maybe brush up on my literature, and then I'll catch you guys here tomorrow, 8 p.m. How about it?
I love it.
We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for your work, JT and Sean. Bringing home another Spurs victory. What a way to start the homestand for San Antonio. A sweep of the Eastern Conference leading Pistons. Stephon Castle, double-double, 11 points, 12 dimes. We got more Spurs post-game live after this. Proud, returning from the rodeo road trip with another win, knocking off the Detroit Pistons. Spurs now 19-4 against the Eastern Conference. Just as impressive as some of the top teams in the association. With the win tonight, the Spurs now have the best record against the current top 5 in the NBA. They move one spot above Detroit, obviously, who they knocked off tonight. They've got that great record against Oklahoma City. 8-2. You see, Sean Elliott talked about you want to be the best against the best. Spurs are going to welcome in the Boston Celtics next Tuesday night. It looks like Jason Tatum might be available for that one. Rumor has it that JT is planning a return from an Achilles injury. Just goes to show you how desperate these teams are now as we get closer to the postseason. Tonight, 55% of the scoring handled by the dynamic duo, De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama. Let's hear from the reigning Western Conference Coach of the Month, Mitch Johnson, at the podium.
I know coaches always look for something, but wire-to-wire win against a quality opponent. Was this one game where you can say you're really pleased with how everything went?
Very pleased with the just level of contact we played with. They initiate so much and even dictate. To be able to match that and try to impose your will back while still playing your brand of basketball is very difficult, and I thought we did a really good job of that.
How do you feel about the killer instinct on the stretch, especially after that third quarter where you guys struggled to score a little bit?
Yeah, you know, and they get a lot of credit for that. They did a great job. I thought we missed some shots, and, you know, the NBA game's a long game. You know, our job as the coaches is to be maniacal and want it to be perfect 48 minutes, and it typically is not, ever. But very happy with, you know, everybody that played a part tonight. I thought we did a really good job of staying with it and understanding that if we're about the right things and putting our energy in the right spots over time, even in some of the dry spells, it would turn for us.
Speaking of the maniacal coaching, you seem to be getting a little bit, you know, into it, animated. Did this feel, you know, bigger than just one of 82 for you and the guys?
You know, I don't think it feels bigger. I think every game's a big game. I think there's just some things now being 60 some odd games. Fox,
a two-time All-Star, former Clutch Player of the Year award winner. That's a guy that the Spurs are going to be relying on in crunch time down this stretch. This is a pretty easy play. Just throw it up to the 7-4 character. Devin Vassell, put it up to put it down. Wembanyama putting the fans on their feet. Celebrating the Spurs win at the FBC. Don't go anywhere.